because when it comes to the gun skill, they definitely have that. They definitely have the individual talent. I mean, we've seen at certain times, players getting really nice kills, some really good individual efforts. But what it comes down to on Blitz is when they spawn, you don't want to see what we saw earlier on in the day, which is just run forward. You do not want to do that. When I see some of these guys go down, I'm looking at that mini map and I want to make sure that they're rotating straight back to their own blitz point and making sure they're not giving away any free caps like Gumby just managed to get.
All right, so Gumby goes through for cap number 1. We got Ronnie Ron using the Remington very carefully, pushing up on this right side, gets the kill, and you're going to see some help now back inside 10. 3 big wins in a row here from our Pounders squad. Now, one player pushing up through the diner. One is going to sit out front. That's Ronnie Ron on your screen. And can this player fight through? No, shrapnel caught. And Ronnie left to maintain control of the middle.
That was an unfortunate play, and Ronnie is going to get taken down as well. Now, this is the big thing. Watching these players off spawn, I'm going to just keep Ronnie highlighted, and you can see, well, his teammates have that good split. One's headed towards the right. Has he won the gunfight? Yes, he has. Now, that's perfect. That's exactly what you want to do off respawn. They gave away a very early cap to Gumby, and that was mainly because Gumby just ran straight down the middle of the map, and I don't think they really expected that. But this is great coverage. You can see Ron again rotating to the right-hand side, just covering his teammate's X.
And Shrapnel, he was pushed up. 3 players all spawning around him. I thought he had a free blitz cap, but no, the spawns come just in time. And they're going to have to fight their way here. Termination is not going to make it easy to cap.
Oh, no. That's, again, Termination, one of the really good teams. But what you need to do right now, Pugget, is highlight Chaotic from the Termination squad and look at his positioning. And you can see 2 of the players from the Pounders, one being Ronnie Ron. He did the perfect thing, spawned, rotated all the way back. Can he pick up this kill? This is going to be huge.
Oh, no, the timing.
Oh, classic Call of Duty timing. I hate it. I'm sure he's going to hate it. That was unfortunate play.
I got Redneck charging Chaotic here. Redneck wins the battle. If he keeps pushing, there's only one player in the base, and he is going to go for it. Oh, no, doesn't check the corners. Wicked Shrapnel now going to have a tough battle. 1, 2 players outside, cannot win it. And now they just have to focus on defense again. Only down 2 points is not a huge deficit. They can definitely come back from this.
Oh, easily. Very, very, very simple comeback, to be honest with you. And it just comes down to winning those gunfights. Ronnie Ron with a nice 2-piece middle of the map, looking for someone else. I'm not really sure who he's looking for, but he's going to turn to his left. There should be a player lying down. He's ran straight past him. That's unfortunate. Just sneaky plays there from Chaotic, just keeping it in their favor. And unfortunately, they have let in another cap. This time, I believe it was from Conker, as he's going to make it 3-0 in favor of Termination.
Now, Jaeger did such a phenomenal job on Octane with the Remington. I'm a little disappointed to see him pulling out a shotgun for this map. He definitely doesn't know what to do with the shotgun after he extends past the short-range buildings. So now that I see him coming off the spawn with an MTAR, I am much happier, and I think they'll see a bit more success as he is going to be working through this left side, running past Wood now.
Yeah, a shotgun seems to be more... Well, to pull out a shotgun on Blitz Warhawk, that definitely seems more of like a rage switch class. As in maybe you're feeling you're just not winning those gunfights, so you think a shotgun may help you, but realistically, when you think of it, that's just not going to do you any favors in Blitz Warhawk. It's good that he's realized that may have been either a misclick or just a panic rage, and he has switched back out to the MTAR, but I'm looking at Redneck right now. He was one of the players you really were looking forward to watching, and he's currently 1-9. And he's definitely going to need to just try and switch things up, try and improve a little bit. Something is not going his way.
And I know Justin, the TK Pro Team manager, he's going to have a talking with him, a stern talking to. Aren't you, Justin? I feel it. All right, Jägermeister, though, he's holding his own at 10-10. Make it a positive now after the knife. Another player to the left, and that is the one thing I'm seeing here from this squad, Termination. They will play so defensively. They will just hole up in a position they know you will not check. There's so many corners in Call of Duty Ghosts, and the pro teams, they have now come to the place where they expect you to be at those corners. This team here in Pounders, not on that same page, and it is definitely showing another person going through. It is now 6-2 as both teams cap.
Yeah, that was a good trade, though. It was really good by the Pounders. Can they try and put some more pressure on the base of Termination? That's the question. I'm still on board with Jägermeister mid-map. He's really not in the best of positions. Needs to try and move. He has a player rushing to his right-hand side. He's going to get a kill. No, he's not. Does get taken down. And whilst all this is going on, there is somebody. It's going to be Conker, and he has pretty much a free ride unless that player turns around, which he did. He's going to have to take his time. Should be able to pick up the kill. Doesn't. Nice defensive work there by Jägermeister.
And they scored, man. 3-6. Gumby waiting. Can he go through again? No, not enough time. But only a 3-point deficit at the half. They're showing some life here. Conquer, 15-6 for Termination, but Jaeger continues to put up solid numbers. Ronnie Ron right behind him, 14-12, 11-8.
This can easily be a comeback if Redneck can just try and get his head in the game, just try and focus on individual gun, like just do the small wins, the small victories. When you win a gunfight, great. Just start thinking about how you're going to win your next one. Where are you going to position yourself on the map? Those kind of small positional wins is really going to help his team out because they're only 3 points behind. They can easily come back and try and cause an upset here against this Termination lineup. So he's going to be a player I'm definitely going to keep my eye out on because I want to see if he can just try and improve his performance. Missing the first knife on the gate is that was unfortunate, and he did get taken down there. And that's 4 players down, and Termination, well, they may be smelling blood.
Touchdown, Gumby, unless someone looks out this window. Gumby wins the one-on-one, and he goes through. So 7-3 at the start of round 2. Let's switch over now to Shrapnel, trying to play some D. And there is a player just hanging out in their base. He will go through. That is going to be the 8th capture from Termination.
Yeah, they kind of stepped up a little bit at the start of the second side. And they are really letting the Pounders know they are here to advance. Another point goes in, 9-3. And is there anyone from the Pounders that is rotated in an aggressive manner? There's going to be 2 players. One is Jägermeister, who's on the left-hand side. Can he get the kill? Yes, he can. Jaeger takes down Gumby. Can he find the second? That would have been impressive. But unfortunately, Explicit was there to clean up the pieces.
And it looks like Redneck has timed out. I don't know if that was a rage quit because he was 3-12 or if he just had some connection issues. Hopefully we can get him back in here as it was a very close game at the half. Only a 3-point deficit for the Pounders. Ronnie Ron doing as much damage as he can. Top middle with his Remington. And he's watching 4 different attack zones. Unable to finish off his kill. Good try, though, and there is a player to Jaeger's left. At this point, though, they are just so overwhelmed, they don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's definitely showing. I mean, I'm looking at Wicked Shrapnel now. Can he try and make a nice play in the enemy base? Nope. He is going to get taken down by Chaotic, and Termination just kind of getting a little bit of, I don't want to say karma, but a little bit of luck. Obviously, they played that domination first side with 3 players. Now, second side of Warhawk, ironically, the opposite has happened. It's going to be the Pounders with just those 3 players. It's 11-3, 3 minutes left. And if I'm honest, Bucket, I can't see any way back.
All right, let's keep an eye on this Termination squad because, as we talked about earlier, Termination could meet up with, did we say? No, Saul would meet up with Adversity. But Termination, they're going to have a tough road as well, coming in with that 11th seed. I believe they'll meet up with Sigma to go through in their final spot. Not 100% on that. I'll check the bracket after this game.
That's going to be an interesting game, though, to be honest. I mean, there's a fair few like very, very close games which are going to be happening on that all-important 6th game. And you look at the teams that qualified last week, and then you say, oh, well, yeah, there's going to be some great round 6 games. You have to feel sorry for some of the players that aren't going to, also some of the teams that aren't going to qualify. I mean, to go all that way and then just get taken out right at the very end. Just unfortunate, though.
Now, we do have some news here. Rise Nation just 3-2'd Corrupt. So Rise Nation will play Living the Dream for a chance to face Termination in round 6. Okay. So Living the Dream, that's Pac-Man, Looney, and crew. I think that would be a great match. Term versus that Living the Dream lineup who fell just short to TK last week.
Yeah, that would be a very, very good game. And I'm just trying to figure out. I'm looking at the bracket now. I believe Denial would play potentially Obey. That could be another cracking game. So obviously they play Adversity, and I was asking people on Twitter, who's going to win that game. A lot of people actually are saying Adversity simply because of how far they managed to take Complexity last week. Apparently they took Complexity all the way to that last map, and I mean that's no easy feat, as both me and you know, Bucket. So that again is going to be an absolute thriller.
Can you do me a favor?
Yes.
Put Conquer on your screen and watch this man's jump shots with the AR. He is so comfortable at short-range battles. And unfortunately, he's going to be cut down from the side, but I'm just going to stay on board with him. The man is 24-14 with a cap as well.
Solid game.
And actually, they're just going to hang out in the final 60 seconds, take their foot off the gas pedal. They know mathematically it is impossible now for Pounders to come back. This one belongs to Termination. The question is, how many points can they rack up at the end? Explicit and Chaotic continuing to push forward for more caps. And then shots going down back in the base. Chaotic turning and burning one. And we are going to see Shrapnel continue to pad them stats in the finish.
It's just been a very good series, to be completely honest with you. I just kind of feel a little bit sorry for the Pounders. I mean, they really showed great potential, and I feel like if they'd played any sort of other team, maybe other than Termination, because Termination just looks so good. They really are becoming one of my favorites in the online qualifier number 2 to really progress through now. Just that sheer determination. I mean, it's crazy how just much they clearly want this. I mean, fair play to them. Pounders, I would definitely say, keep on playing, because they definitely have the right ideas in the mind. It's just they're not executing it properly.
All right, well, we started this stream at noon. It is now 8 p.m. Termination moves on. Congratulations to Pounders for making it all the way to round 5. They didn't expect to go all the way through, but they've been training. We've seen them play some league play games, and you can go check out their YouTube channels. Just go on YouTube, search Wicked Shrapnel, search for IZ Edneck, basically Redneck, and of course Ronnie Ron as well. Guys, thank you for watching that matchup. We're going to find another one. Round 5 matches going on. It's the top 32 teams left in our bracket. They need to win one more in round 6 to get into that top 8. We'll be back after this commercial break.